Welcome back to GearCheckGames. This is the 6th episode of Metroid Zero Mission. My name is Trey, and again I am joined by Joe, Dan, and Trent.
And Samus.
Yes.
And Seamus.
She doesn't talk much.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite little mass murders of the local fauna.
I was gonna say.
Oh no.
You stand a chance.
Trey, please tell me you get the energy tank in this room.
Yes,
okay.
I do.
Just seeing you just immediately jump up scares me.
Wait. Yeah, I'm going back. I know there's something I'll miss here. I'm like, there's gotta be something bombable in here. Because I need that energy tank for Mother Brain.
Oh yeah, you definitely need
like
it.
Hardcore.
Okay.
So last episode we took out both the moth, I don't know its name, and Ridley.
Big bad bugaboom.
That is the
Mothra.
scientific term.
Mothra.
Oh, I don't know why I paused here, but I remember editing this in the raw, and I'm just like, why is Samus chilling? I don't
Why did I do
understand what's
that? Better leave it in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, viewers, your video isn't frozen.
Yeah. That's in a future playthrough of, well, there may be a certain monster series. That happens quite a bit. Because I get distracted reading the wiki or Cerebi.net.
Godzilla Destroy All Monsters for the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, dude, that's a tight game. We should definitely play that later.
Oh, man. That was a fun game.
Yeah, let's all hang out and have pizza and play Godzilla together.
I thought about ordering a pizza tonight.
So I do kind of like this little
today.
puzzle for the power up. Combining, you know, it uses the mechanic of, you know, first off setting up their height by jumping when they spawn, and letting them travel a little bit.
Yeah, it's really tight. You gotta be like real exact.
Oh yeah.
Or get lucky, because I'm pretty sure I get lucky.
Well, it's always neat to see in one of these games when they find like a completely new and unique way to hide a power up. Like I was playing Prime 3 yesterday, and I can't remember what the exact puzzle was. But it was, I just remember thinking to myself, like, wow, I've never seen a missile hidden in this way. It was like a combination of like the spider ball and the boost ball and the morph ball bombs.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, with Metroid Sandbox, can be definitely some really unique ways to set up power-ups and puzzles to find them.
It's neat when the level designers demonstrate like yeah, we know that you could do that, like within the boundaries of like the rules of our game.
Yeah, so this is the first room to the right of the entrance to Ridley's lair that I just farmed in. I didn't realize I could do the skip like Trent said earlier.
Yep. Which actually, speaking of, with the puzzle that was just there, that is what you do, is you jump up and you get those bugs to fly to the left, and then you can jump up in there, rather than shine sparking, because you don't have room to generate a shine spark.
Can you get in there with the morph ball bombs?
Yes, if you're
jumping?
If you're good at it.
Because I'm pretty sure that's how I got in there.
Ooh,
so
foreshadowing.
I'm about to make a very crucial mistake.
That was impressive.
Going in there.
And this is also a sequence break.
It's a sequence break. And it's a mistake.
Oh, you're going away from the screw attack, aren't you?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I am.
Oh no.
You're about... I already know the title of this episode. It's A Metroid with No Name, because I get lost
Oh boy.
for a solid hour.
Montage episode!
Please tell me this whole episode isn't sped up. Oh god.
How disappointed do you want to be, Joe? Okay, not the whole thing, but the entirety of me being lost is sped up.
Okay.
Oh man.
I was gonna say this is gonna be our equivalent of Find the Computer Room's Sonic 06 loading screen part, where they just play the intro to 1,000 Miles looped ad infinitum as they talk over all the loading screens.
I hope you at least pick up some good power-ups here.
Oh, I do. I slow down for those.
It sounds like the public beta of Anthem.
Loading screens.
Just listen to some music while you wait through all the loading screens.
Yeah. For all of you who haven't seen Critical's 5-part miniseries of Anthem loading screens, it's a trip.
It is legitimately the boss of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was kidding.
I wish that game hadn't been made. I'm sorry. Like,
I wish BioWare never got bought by EA.
what's that, Dan?
I said yes, apologize, Trent. Apologize for Anthem.
I'm not apologizing for
You did
Anthem.
this to us.
BioWare can hold on to that one.
Yeah. But yeah, here's one of my favorite puzzles in the game. Oh yeah, I pause again. I don't know why.
But you gotta get psyched up for it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So at first I fuck it up.
Uh-oh.
Sam's is dealing with her post-Ridley PTSD.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She'll just
Yeah.
enter a room and stand there having Vietnam flashbacks for a bit.
I mean, that is because it's kind of how, Ridley spawns. You have to, come into a room and turn around. She doesn't want to turn around.
And then you go to the shower.
He's like Batman. He can only move when you're not looking at him.
Nicely done. This is also another one of, my favorite puzzles because it challenges you to remember that anytime there's a line of bomb blocks like that they explode from where you set the bomb rather than in a set pattern.
Yeah. This is also one of those early game rooms that you can actually access that's full of lava and heat, but you can't necessarily complete unless you're really good at platforming or not playing on hard mode because there's literally not enough health tanks.
Yeah.
At that point in the game to survive this room.
Yeah, it's rough because those seahorses do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and there's little buggers or snipers too.
Oh yeah. If you're standing still, they will hit you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Here's
the speed booster
here's me being
activated
lost
again.
Part 2.
The most useful tool in your arsenal.
Yeah. So the mistake I made was that corridor with the boost ball ejector. I picked the wrong ejector because there's 2 in that room.
Yeah. Well,
So basically,
there's not 2 in that room. There's you needed to go left.
yeah. And I'm about to make another crucial mistake.
Well, technically there are 2.
Right, but there's
just
still
along
to
the
get
same
back and
path.
out.
Is that Simpsons theme again?
Yeah, I'm about to explore all of Ridley again to realize that in this room is where I should be. But I don't figure that out for another 5 minutes.
Oh man.
But I decided to leave it in because I wanted everyone to know that I'm an idiot.
I mean, hey, we get to see more of the nice background artwork for Warfare.
Yeah. In high quality.
Oh my god, she's got a Gatling gun on her arm.
Did the Romans learn their architecture from aliens?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that was something I wanted to address last time. Is the ancient Egyptians and the Chozo have a lot of in common architecture and deity.
Yeah. Well, they've even got the freaking cane.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
The candy cane of the future.
Right. Of which this will be extremely noticeable whenever we get to the Chozo Ruins, which is a new area of this game. It's actually the additions that Zero Mission made, because it isn't a quote-unquote faithful remake, because it adds a additional part of the game.
Well, you say that, but it also does include the original Metroid as an unlockable, so...
Fair enough.
I'm not too fussed about the changes they made, honestly.
Yeah.
So, theories about that statue. Is that the statue that should have had the power bomb?
The screw
No.
attack, maybe. Or
You-
does the screw attack have its own statue at the end of this?
I think it has its own statue.
I'm pretty sure it has its own. But no, there's actually isn't a quote-unquote Chozo statue for the, at least not one of the Terizo statues like that one, which is what they were called in Super. It has its own special pedestal in Chozo Ruins.
Well,
oh
it's,
yeah, you see it gets stolen.
It's only a Terizo if it comes to life, though, right?
I believe so, but it is a
It's-
decent way to just nice.
There we go.
It's only chorizo if it tastes like cinnamon.
Chorizo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought you guys were saying chorizo initially.
I thought that for years, like just listening. I never saw it in writing.
Samus is the bird now.
Oh, I no longer have the weed number of missiles.
Yep.
That's okay.
Do you think Samus ever just like goes home, makes a little nest out of sticks and twigs, and just sits in there in a morph ball pretending she's an egg?
Man, how much free time do you have on your hand, Dan?
She's waiting for...
Probably not as much as Samus does.
Right.
Well, it seems like the Federation is calling her up for some new mission like every 5 minutes.
It's almost like
She
she's
had
It
very
takes a
Sue.
long time to travel in space.
Hell, in Super Metroid, she had barely gotten beyond the asteroid belt before she got a distress signal.
I like to think that she's just constantly watching the SOS alarm.
I mean, probably.
Just sitting in front of... Aw.
Because, like, you know, the space pirates, you know, did do frequent raids on just merchant ships, so...
She's technically... Her classification in Federation...
Federation Force?
employment is part-time firefighter. But she also is, like, qualified to do all these other jobs, too.
She is also a paid
She just
mercenary.
sits there.
They teach
She
you...
just sits there in front of the SOS beacon, eagerly waiting, because responding to SOSs is the only social contact she ever has with anyone.
Aw.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, so, like, I explored this room, decided to go back, and realized that there was treasure at the other end, and go immediately back. Because I'm an idiot.
Our dedicated explorer.
Yeah. Remember when I said I was a pro gamer? Forget that.
At least you get
I
that
What I
did.
ninja
meant was
shortcut.
I'm pro
In
gamer.
part one.
I support gamers.
God.
Yeah, you just...
Oh yeah, I think that's fake lava down there. Why am I not using the screw attack? Well, there we go.
But yeah, for the most part, anytime that you see an enemy in the lava, it is fake lava, except for the times that it's just like, yeah, this enemy is just immune to it. That is one thing that I wish... Like, I appreciate their effort of trying to, at least give you something.
Oh, this upgrade is nonsense.
Yeah.
It's kind of BS. And I failed it like 4 times.
So, in particular, the mechanics of what's happening here is now that he has the screw attack, anytime he does a diagonal jump, he goes into the screw attack, which will destroy his platform that he's making out of this bug. So he has to jump up, and then jump up without pressing diagonal, which, you know, cuts out a good amount of your forward momentum initially, to get on top of him, and then do a diagonal jump to the platform.
So basically,
Yeah.
he's got to freeze the enemy, like, close enough to the platform.
Oh, you had it!
no!
Oh,
Well, there
at
it
least
is.
you got
Because
back
you
to
gotta
him before
freeze
you
it.
unfreezed.
Close enough to
So,
the
like-
platform to be able to jump from it without doing a spin attack. And close enough to the next platform to be able to grab it with a ledge grab. As, you know, he demonstrated, like, 10 seconds ago.
Or wall
I
jump.
So I
almost
guess
got
you
a
get-
wall. Oh, go ahead.
So I guess you get screw attack before you get space jump in this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Space jump
That's,
is
interesting.
one of the 3 unknown upgrades.
Yeah. But we technically have it.
Yeah. It's incompatible with current suit.
I see. Oh, so that's what the unknown upgrades are all about.
Yeah, she needs to get in her firefighter attire.
Yeah, which is why we don't have the shoulder bulges, or the plasma beam.
I'm just imagining Samus right now, like, fully clad in her Varia suit, but with, like, a little fireman's hat and, like, a coat on top of the suit.
She's like, man, it's hot in here.
She's here to put out the fires of
Galactic Fire
Norfair.
Brigade.
She replaces her arm cannon with a hose attachment.
Well, I think I can screw attack these
Yep.
guys. Yeah, there we go.
Well, I mean, heated up sufficiently, the ice beam would probably turn into a hose.
Well, that's true. Form of water cannon. Oh yeah, there's treasure down there, but I don't. think I
Samus
can get it
used
till I get
water
gravity
gun.
sight.
Yep. This is one of the power-up treasure down here is one of the ones you have to come back later during cleanup, because the gravity suit gives you immunity to lava.
Yeah. So, a little foreshadowing. I don't do cleanup in this playthrough, so all of you expecting that, just tune out now.
Yeah, this isn't 100% run. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, please don't tune out.
Well, there's like an inordinate amount of content like that you can only get like after you get the power bombs and the
Fully
well, yeah,
upgraded
the
suit.
power bombs, because you can't escape from the final area until you get the power bombs, and that's the last item you get.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. By that point, I'm just like, I just want to be done.
Yeah.
Don't you technically not need power bombs to beat the game?
No, you do. Well, I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure that one of the doors is blocked, unless... I'd have to look it up, but because I'd never actually make it past Mother Brain on any of my speedruns, because, God, she's hard.
Well, I think I'm going for some treasure.
Yeah, I mean, I know all Metroid games are like that to some extent, where, like, yeah, you can't get absolutely everything until you have every single power-up, but, like, I feel like in most of the games, like, you can get, like, a reasonable amount of stuff without being fully maxed out, but, like, in this one, in Fusion, I think, can't you only get, like, half of the upgrades?
It's closer to, like,
fully
70...
powered up?
It's closer to 70%, but the reason it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth in Zero Mission is because of how far out of your way you have to go back to do cleanup.
Yeah.
Because it is a little annoying to get out of the Chozo Ruins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Chozo Ruins, like, once you get the gravity suit, are kind of needlessly complicated to navigate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's all those little pitfalls and, like, collapsing floors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, luckily there's a couple...
Space pirates.
Yeah, who do, like, ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yeah, the space pirates in this game will mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, luckily, and you'll see it later, you can, if you set a trap for them, you can get them to shoot each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's rather comical.
Now, only if you could get the metal pirates to shoot each other. That'd be nice.
Right? God, I have... you'll see later, but I have some moments with those guys. I got worried.
Let's just say that they're the actual true final boss of this game.
At least they're fans of Mario 64.
Well, at least they're the final boss until
Joe.
you realize that their AI is wildly broken and can be abused.
So are you... So are you going to?
That was the right song.
Are you going to Turian now, or are you doing more? Cleanup?
Yeah. I think I may get like one pickup on the way, but I'm headed for Turian right now.
All right.
Trey is officially on the warpath to Mother Brain.
Where do you suppose those stairs in the background go to?
I would hope a nice cafe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
probably. It's not a proper planet without a nice, relaxing cafe.
Oh yeah.
I figure since the Chozo Ruins are on top of Criteria, I would assume that they go there.
Makes sense.
Reasonable assumption.
So yeah, we're back at the beginning of the game. This is the first giant vertical corridor you come to.
Yep, but now Samus is as fully powered up as she's ever going to be until the upgraded suit.
Yeah, technically we have all the upgrades from the first game right here.
Yep. Plus
that's another nice little thing I like to see in games is when they show you the entrance to the final area like very early on, so that you're aware of it, and there's like an anticipation to find out what's behind that barrier.
Right, because it sets the pace of anticipation for the entire game and gives you a reason to keep exploring.
Yeah, you gotta open up those mouths.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll talk about it more when we get to Pokemon, but that game does the same thing where like you can see the Indigo Plateau like right after the second town. But you can't get any further than like the first gate until you get more badges. So like the whole game there's this anticipation but for like what you're going to find beyond there. Now, or at least there would be if you had never played a Pokemon game before.
So
I do want to point out that I actually really enjoy the fact that, you know, they don't show the titular Metroid enemy until this late into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they even use the Super Metroid music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the title theme to Super, is the theme that they just played.
Yeah. They snuck a lot of little Super cues into this remake.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. That game has a phenomenal soundtrack, especially for its era.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that game is one of those games that has like a near perfect soundtrack. Like every track on that soundtrack slaps.
Yeah, even the ones that are like, you know, the worst of the bunch, so like the Meridia theme, are really good.
Excuse me.
It was the weakest of them all, Joe, but it was
Wait,
still
you mean Lower
fantastic.
Meridia
Okay,
or
one
Upper
of
Meridia?
the Meridia themes I could do without, but the other one is just
I can't remember,
gorgeous.
but one of them is just not good.
Yeah, Lower
Okay.
Meridia is the good one.
Not good is a bit much. It is still a solid soundtrack for the area you're in. It's just not. It has a high bar to reach that it just can't.
Next time we're gonna fight Mother Brain. Goodbye.
It's gonna be good.
And then we're gonna drown all the dissenters in Meridia.
Yeah, join us next time in Metroid Zero Mission, where it'll be me, Joe, and Trey hosting. And talking about how good Meridia is.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Trent. We enjoy you.
that's fine. I'll also be here for Super.
All right, bye, folks.